Alright, here we are on Wednesday evening. It's Weather for Weather Geeks, the 17th day of August 2022. Another pretty good day in most of the area, but we have had some exceptions with some showers here and there. Our rain gauge network across the area has not picked up too many barn burners here as far as rainfall totals, that is for sure. Generally very modest, a few hundredths of an inch, tenth of an inch up to a quarter of an inch in some spots. But of course we don't have rain gauges everywhere, unfortunately. I wish we did. So we do have to rely on some radar estimates to fill in the gaps a little bit. And especially with some of the downpours that we had in parts of the area last evening, we did pick up some pretty healthy rainfall amounts. East side of Trumbull County, especially east of Vienna. Close to an inch estimated by the radar near the state line, over towards Sharon and Hermitage, down towards Pulaski, northwestern Lawrence, an inch or so. And while Youngstown's had hardly anything, down towards the Louisville area, upwards of an inch or so estimated by the radar. Again, a lot of that coming with the downpours that we had during Tuesday evening. In the meantime, as of this recording at 7:18 p.m., we still had a couple of stragglers out there, a couple of showers. There's not as much lightning and thunder as we had yesterday. And so these will tend to fade away, I think, as we head through the evening, and we'll be left with largely dry weather with a partial clearing of the sky overnight tonight. That'll be possibly important. I'll talk about that momentarily. In the meantime, regional radar view kind of looks like last evening. We still have the same kind of weather feature over the East Coast. Low pressure's over here. We're still seeing that general counterclockwise flow around that pesky area of upper level low pressure, and it's keeping the weather pattern kind of unsettled, not only here locally, but throughout Pennsylvania, up into New England as well. Now, I mentioned the sky partially clearing for tonight. That is an important topic for sky watchers tonight because it's not impossible. It's possible that the northern lights may be visible as far south as northeast Ohio and northwest PA late tonight. Now, we have a pretty good geomagnetic storm underway right now, and this will probably cause the northern lights to be seen as far south as the U.S.-Canada border, even in some of the northern tier of states. The chances are lower, of course, as you go farther to the south, including around here. I'd say they're pretty low, but they're not zero. And over your location, if the sky manages to clear tonight and you have a clear view of the horizon, the northern horizon, of course, you need a clear view of that horizon. If you got trees in your northern sky, forget it. But if you've got a clear view of the northern horizon, maybe worth checking out, especially for those maybe up near Lake Erie and other parts of the region that have a flat northern horizon. You might be able to see some coloration tonight, but you know, I never advertise these things too much because they just tend to be disappointments around here. It's pretty rare for us to be able to see anything from the Aurora Borealis in northeast Ohio and western PA. All right, on today's day in weather history, a big day today when it comes to low temperature records. 81 degrees was the low for that calendar day, August 17th, 1938. That is the warmest low temperature on record for our climate site, the Youngstown Warren Regional Airport, beating the second place record of 79 by a couple of degrees. Now, of course, I've seen a couple of comments, including I got a rather a goofy email this evening talking about how this, they weren't talking about global warming back then, and the usual comments whenever I post a weather record from the 1930s. But I won't get too much into why that's baloney this evening. But just know that the Earth is way warmer than it was in August of 1938. It was warm in northeast Ohio and western PA for a time, not only 1938, but at times during the 1930s, of course, but the globe was not like that. The globe is much, much warmer than it was back then. But again, that could be a much longer video. We'll stick to primarily the present tense and the future tense in this video, and tomorrow could start with a little fog, especially in areas that got some showers today. I have inserted a small chance of an afternoon shower in our forecast for Thursday, mostly between, say, 2 and 5 or 6, but I think the coverage is even lower than yesterday and today. It's only a small fraction of the area that could see this, and whatever happens, I think it's gone by the time we kick off the high school football season across the area Thursday evening. And speaking of high school football, Friday evening looks great. It'll be dry, it'll be warm, a little bit humid Friday evening, but the warm front itself lifts through Friday night into Saturday morning. This will usher in the true humid air for the weekend, and it's going to stick around into early next week. When we look at kind of the jet stream level, the feature that's going to give us several unsettled days in a row is right out here by Saturday. This is another slow-moving area of low pressure in the upper levels that will just sort of meander, and that cold pocket of air aloft associated with an upper low or a trough of low pressure. That cold pocket can make the atmosphere pretty unstable, so showers and storms a good bet each day. Particularly, I think, Monday and Tuesday, when that low is almost right overhead. Could be some small hail or maybe some grapple at times with any thunderstorm activity early in the week. I think the two wettest days again, Monday, Tuesday, then that upper low will try to shift away as we go towards Wednesday and beyond. This is a muggy pattern starting this weekend and taking us into early next week, but it's not a very hot pattern. I think the high water mark is likely to be Saturday. I have 86 in the forecast now, but I don't think we really are going to seriously threaten 90 anytime real soon. We may get away with no more 90-degree days here in the month of August. We had 3 during the first week of the month, but of course ever since then the pattern has been quite a bit more temperate and cooler. That's it for me tonight on this Wednesday evening weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you right back here Thursday evening for an update on the weekend and much, much more.